Welcome back everyone. Today I bring you guessed it, another game with another new division of the new DLC. And today I'm showing off the Circle, the 20th Polish tank division, Dywizja Pancerna. And we are playing on Vertigo, and somebody playing the 16th Belgian tank division once again. And this is an interesting matchup actually, because the Leopard ones, some of them at least, have, I can't remember the range on all of them, but some of them at least have more range than my T-72s. But obviously they have no autoloader and a lot worse armor, but are also a bit cheaper. And his infantry is a lot better than my infantry. And he has 4 deployed infantry. But I still have the wall of T-72s. His air defense is lacking, though to be fair, my air tab is also not the best. It's decent, like, I'm not gonna lie. 4 of the very good AT planes and then 3 of them still fairly good MiG-21 bombers is nothing to scoff at, but it's also not like I can like giga air spam him or something. And yeah, so the question is, what do we do? I mean, we're in Vertigo, so obviously there's only one way to play the map. Basically, it's you pushed through here. That's it. Like you mostly don't have any other choice. Sometimes you can, once you have pushed into here, or like if you play from there into here, you can reroute your forces to Dimitri and center. But I am more a fan of pushing through because the back zone is just so valuable. And once you capture it, like you're at a +4. Oh, that's a very high tick on this map. So that's what I am going for. Using my GSR infantry here to deploy them not too aggressively so that I can spot what's going on in front of me. Then you can see I have some infantry here, recon infantry to take those buildings. I also try to bring the GSR squad in those honker Riz, the Riz car with the Dushka 50 cal. Yeah, because it's also special forces, so the 50 cal should be pretty good. It's 30 points, so you know you're paying 10 points more than you would if you would bring it in a standard truck or jeep rather, and you can't sell it. But I thought, you know, why not try it out? And see a single BRDM to the left hand side just to know what's going on there in case the enemy pushes out and tries to flank me. And then the main push is consisting of 3 T-72s, so pretty similar to what you do with 9th, just that 9th does everything better because 9th is giga broken, 9th GGR that is, because the T-72M of the Polish doesn't have smoke. And that's a very, very critical weakness that you have here. The T-72M1 command tank though has smoke, so that's very good. Bringing in a coupe, 2 Strelas. The Fagot, I think I removed the supply truck. So the Fagot is some long-range support in case he has like a shit ton of his AIVs or Leopard, or he does a Leopard 1 rush down here or something, so that I have some ATGM support. Polish tank division has the same problem as all the other tank divisions, or all the other divisions of the Poles. Only Fagot ATGMs, which is horrible. It just sucks. Though in this division, I think it's not as bad because you at least have T-72 spam that can keep the enemy on its heels. With the other 2 divisions, it's such a pain. It's such a pain. It's insane. Yeah, going for 2 of the BM2 infantry, which is very good. 2 machine guns and a sniper rifle. Super, super good infantry. The problem is that you only get 2 cars of them, and the other 2 infantry squads you get are like standard 7-man squads, standard Soviet ones in quotation marks, so 6 rifles and 1 machine gun, and not resolute like the East German ones that also get 2 machine guns. So you have better BMP2 squads, but worse BMP1 squads. And the BMP1s are also worse because you just get the ones with the Malyutka and no smoke. So you see I also added like a mod razviadka. In this case it's called zmodzviad. Because I wanted to have some recon in force so that I can move it forward. The GSR recon squad is only 3 men, so you don't really want to move it anywhere close to the enemy because it will just die. Well, this is, you know, your standard 7-man motorized recon squad with the recon BMP as well. So, you know, just to get some information on what's going on. The enemy saw the F-16 fly over, so I was a bit worried about what that's gonna mean. Again, maybe he expected a heli rush. Poles get quite a lot of helicopters. But I saw some helicopters of him landing here. I don't really understand why people play this division with helicopters. You have forward deployed. Just use the normal forward deployed you get. The 50 cal engaging the quadruple 50 cal. Oh, it will be an interesting engagement. Here I manually targeted the Jeep because I saw that it was already low and I wanted to kill it off. In return, the Fusiliers get my recon car, so that was a bit sad. Here I deployed those squads a little bit too far forward so that the law could hit them. I always underestimate the range of the law. It's actually pretty decent now. Yeah, the Vertigo was driving in way too aggressively. I forgot to unload it in time. Infantry here now will also be dying against the elite GSR squad and the Fusiliers. Here the Fusiliers get law on the BMP-1 but miss, luckily. And I just move in the recon squad because why not? I have the BMP-1 for fire support here and 3 T-72s and 2 BMP-2s coming in, so that should be more than enough. TOW-2 fires here, but the Vertigo spots it instantly and kills it off before it can get the kill on the BMP-1. Left hand side, the Vertigo dies. The recon spots here will also be toast once he moves in, and he has the recon scimitar there as well, so that's very bad news for me. So my recon infantry actually took a lot of damage on its way in, more than I expected, so it dies off. I think this is the one that gets actually killed off by my command tank in friendly fire, though I mean it wasn't like 1 HP or something, or like even less, so it would have died anyway. Vertigo engages the Leopard 1, but he smokes it off. Smart man. Some ATGM here firing from the building. Luckily misses the T-72 because that could have been a very nasty side shot. Let's see if the Vertigo manages to hit the Leopard 1. Yes, it does, so very important hit. He gets a pretty nasty side shot of my T-72 and it can't smoke off against the ATGM. And because my recon infantry died, I also can't see it. So I needed to move up the GSR recon. Now I can finally spot it. Unfortunately, the BMP-2s are a little bit too far back and they're targeting the 50 cal and not the Milan 2. So I manually targeted with both tanks to make sure that they're only firing at it, so that it dies, because I really need to get rid of the Milan 2s. They are very dangerous to me. Moving in now to kill off the 50 cal as well, because this is pretty much unprotected. And my infantry has survived, so this is very important. The recon infantry died, but the standard one survived. Also 2 BMP-2s still left, 2 T-72s. Standard push has completely collapsed. I was basically wiped there. Well, not basically, I was wiped. So you can see already more reinforcements coming in to stabilize so that he can't get into my backline or flank me here. That would be really annoying over the coup, in case he brings in his planes that are pretty potent at killing off, well, basically anything. You get a lot of good planes. Your air slots are just very expensive in this division, but all your planes are good. So he gets in some ATGM in this building. Very good choice by him. The ATGM here was not such a good choice. T-72 here was actually a little bit outside of the zone, so it wasn't capturing, but I needed to smoke it off so that it doesn't get killed or hit by the Milan 1. Yeah, Leopard 1 engaging the T-72 should be a pretty easy win for the T-72, especially with the autoloader, so he smokes off. Another Leopard 1, oh no, it's not a Leopard 1, it's one of the AIVs gets killed by the T-72 fairly easily. And now I will be on a +2 tick once I capture the zone. Bomber coming in, so I quickly move out of the way, but he targeted the T-72 here. Also not sure whether he turned off the cluster or something, because it looked like as if he only dropped the HE bombs. But 2 Strela, 2 Ms and a coup. definitely do more than enough stress damage at least to push him back. The coup also hits, but no kill unfortunately. Would have been cool to get a crit to kill him off quickly. Put the T-72 in here so that I can snipe some reinforcements. Didn't want to move it up further because then the sidelines here get a bit weird. And you can see left hand side is pretty much silent, like he's now capturing those zones, but I don't care. I will just completely ignore the side. The meta is still, a lot of the times at least, to just full send it on in one zone or on one side of the map, which is, I mean, it's not particularly sad. It's just boring. Now moving in the BMP2s to help the infantry here get into this little village. Move the T-72 around because I was sure that this forest line would be clear. Well, yeah, jokes on me, it's not clear. So it gets hit, but because it's an M1, I can smoke off and retreat it to repair it, because I really don't want to lose it. Your supply of M1s is very limited, and you then have the Vilk conversion of the T-72, which is very good because it has the 2,275 meter maximum range, but it's also very expensive. So I want to keep my T-72Ms alive for some cost-effective tank blobbing. And yeah, now I'm slowly winning the fight in the center. Let's see here the Dushka actually doing some good support for the infantry. BMP2 here unfortunately gets stunned by the BMP2 but not killed, so it gets killed in return by the Zmech, but that in return gets killed by the SXC, which then in return gets killed by my AA. So a lot of trading going back and forth here. T-72M damage still needs repair, just like the command tank needs. I brought in this supply truck further to the right because I didn't want it to drive through here in case I wouldn't be able to get rid of the Milan one here in time. But I was, and now I forgot about the supply truck. Oops. But getting some good kills in the meantime. Snipe off this truck on its way back as well, so some good 20 points the enemy can't use now as well. If you can snipe supply trucks, you should always go for it. Obviously it's not the most valuable target, but it's still 20 points that your enemy cannot reinvest, so very good. I'll move the recon squad further forward so that I know what is going on there. Because yeah, I'm still not in a winning position. We're at the draw for the moment, but to win I need to push through here. Or well, as I said, I can reroute to the left hand side, but I really don't want to do that. I rather wanted to just keep the push going here, but I can't keep pushing right now because I'm critically lacking infantry. I kind of overinvested in T-72s, honestly. Because I then realized that, oh well, look, I kind of need to take this forest line here as well, you know, that's a bit problematic. And there the critical weakness comes in. These SVD squads are really not that good in close quarters fighting. I don't know about forests, whether they can use their sniper in the forest engagements or whether the distance there is also too low. But yeah, they are basically becoming a 6-man squad if they can't use their SVD, which still makes them good because you have 2 machine guns, but not as good as the Fusiliers of my enemy. So I need more of my close quarters infantry squad, those Sapersi Sturmovi, which are pretty decent squads, also coming in a cool little vehicle, which is like a BTR. And yeah, napalm thrower, so decent squad. And you can see I brought in one of the new artillery pieces, the Dana, which is actually a Czech artillery piece, if I'm not completely wrong. Super cool, has a 6-shot salvo length. I think it's also auto-loaded, though I'm not completely sure whether it is. But anyway, it is very, very strong artillery piece. You can see I'm also upvetting it because I always love upvetting my my recon. Not my recon, sorry, my artillery. What the fuck am I talking about? I wanted to target this recon squad, but it moved out of the building before I could hit it, unfortunately. And the Belgian division now has its drone up, which is really, really annoying. One of the big strengths of this division is that it has a drone. I wasn't able to show it off when I showed the division because the game was over too quickly. And I also keep forgetting that it has the drone because, yeah, as I said, I never played 76Y because it's so unbelievably broken, so I never got used to using a drone. I definitely will need to do it now that we have several divisions with drones in the game. 9th US also gets one. I think there's one more other than 76Y, I'm not completely sure. Spot the Leopard 1 here. Also, by the way, killed off a 50 cal AA truck on the right hand side with the BRDM2. So spot the Leopard 1, and I thought I might as well put some artillery on it. It's within corrected shot range, and killing off those tanks is very important to me, because that will make my life with my tanks a lot easier. Unfortunately, he moves just in time before the shots land. It's a bit sad. BMP2 engages the Éclaireurs. Is, I think, now outside of the AT launcher range, and is also now constantly suppressing him, so should be able to kill it off. Strela 2M, though, is not able to kill off the goddamn drone. This one here is blocked by the building, I guess. And now I get into a forest line. The Sapersi Sturmovi should have a very good time here, killing off all the infantry. You see tanks are also moving up to support them in the forest. They also get 6 of those napalm launchers, but now the problem is that he brings in his AIV, and I was mismicroing my infantry here, and it was just sitting back, so you can see it just deletes my my Sapersi. T-72s going in. Let's see whether they can take care of them, no problem. But the Fusiliers actually doing surprisingly a lot of damage. Don't know what the hell was going on there, whether this was like all side shots and crits or whatever. Like, seemed like massive bullshit. I mean, it's 15 front armor against an 11-10 AT launcher. Like, what the hell is that? It was very painful, so I need to retreat all of this. BMP2 here killed off the recon squad and is now just chilling in the forest line. You can also see that he started artillerying me, so that was definitely not cool. Though I think he didn't get anything. I retreated this recon squad before it would die. T-72 can now engage the reservists. He's still like funneling troops to the left-hand flank. I guess he was afraid that I would switch over there, but well, fun fact, that was not part of a plan. And yeah, now here I just get completely destroyed. The T-72 here was stuck on the lining because it was like here on the hill, but it was kind of seeing something, but it actually wasn't seeing it, so it couldn't fire at it. Kill of 416 cluster, also very good kill. So that was super dumb, so I retreated to at least save it. And oh yeah, actually they can use the sniper rifle in the forest engagement. Okay, important to remember for next time. You can use those in the forest fighting. That's very nice. I thought I might, you know, just rush behind him, kind of. Though, unfortunately, there's a TOW-2 there. That's sniped off one of my BMPs. Oof. He tries to move his infantry further forward, but I mean, I have 3 T-72s here that are, to be fair, low, but his infantry still can't do anything against that. So now I need to get more infantry. Reservists with their high-range AT launcher are being very annoying. Now they're not doing any damage for some reason, like weird things happening. And now Leopard 1 here coming in with a nasty side shot. I saw it in time, but the tank didn't turn in time, so that was sad. Gets the BMP2 and the T-72M. Was trying to snipe the TOW-2, but he moved it out in time, so well microed by my enemy. Unfortunately, that's always very painful if the enemy knows what he's doing. Now artillerying my repairing tanks, so I instantly retreat them. I don't want to lose them to artillery, because my tanks are my lifeline. Especially after losing all my infantry like an idiot. Very important to keep them alive. And you can see I was just spamming in more tanks because I didn't think that I would lose all my infantry. So now I'm in a bit of a weird position where I have tons of tanks but no infantry at all. Just the one recon squad here that's being killed. So yeah, urgently need more infantry. You see, I just spammed in the BMP1 because I wasn't sure about the SVD, so I went with the BMP1 infantry. It's also cheaper, so you get more of them quicker. But well, as we learned today, use the SVD infantry in the forest fighting. It can actually fight there pretty well. Driving in the T-72s like a madman was maybe a bit too aggressive, but I really wanted to keep up the aggression so that my enemy doesn't have time to relax. Getting off the GSR recon squad here. You can see I also reinforce the center with 2 Fagos, just in case he tries to flank me through here with a big mechanized or armored push. T-72s here unfortunately engaging the infantry and not the M113 behind it, which, I mean, yeah, should have microed it better. Fusiliers here again killing my, like, stunning down my T-72. Oh, no, it's a reservist now actually. But only one of them engaging was again some weird aligning thing. So luckily I now finally get the AIFV, also get a level 1 in the back there. Drone circling around, being super annoying. Yeah, now the T-72s here, look, they're again stuck on the lining. Like, he can shoot me, but I can shoot him. Super annoying. You obviously very rarely fight on like such steep hills, so I wasn't aware of that. It's a good old problem in Steel Division 2 called hill pressure. Forgo here getting a leopard 1, very nice. But yeah, in WARNO you don't really see it that much because you don't have that many steep hills. But well, you learn something new every day. Push through with the T-55As. Through the forest line, I don't really care about them because it's like T-55As. Put artillery on the Mina too, but I now actually spotted. Don't really even know why I did now spotted it. So I just killed with the T-72 blob. And we're gonna now quickly take a look. Yeah, it has the T-72 here has max range, so he can outrange my T-72s. That's a very, very important advantage he has. Triple that T-72 misses, by the way, at 1.5 kilometers. Jesus Christ. What the hell is that? And T-55s are getting absolutely slaughtered. The T-72s also getting absolutely slaughtered by 2 Harmitos. Should have put a Malutka ATGM vehicle together with them, honestly, as some long-range support. Yeah, that would actually have been a pretty good idea. Unlucky that I'm only thinking of it now. But well, happens to the best of us. Killing a leopard 1. But the Harmitos are just being a very, very big pain in my ass for the moment. Bring in 2 AT planes, but I'm constantly losing sight of this Hamito here. At least this Hamito is in the open, so it should be in line of sight. But it gets killed off by a BMP-1, the Malutka. I'll get a Leopard 1 on its way back with this Su-22, so that's fine by me. Coops bully back the F-16, actually hit it, so that's very nice. Slowly grinding my way through the forest. Now I have just a shit ton of BMP-1s. Unfortunately I can't use the T-72s again, because they need to be repaired. Also used the Su-22 to just strafe the drone, or not strafe the drone, but kill it with guns and missiles, because it was just giga annoying. Because he can basically spot all my stuff, and that's such an important advantage. I tried to counter battery him because I was under the impression that he wasn't moving his artillery, and his artillery was very annoying. Great usage from him, moving into the town. I'm just driving in because I saw that there was nothing there, so I wanted to get into the forest positions further down the line. Something is there, but it's a pioneer squad, so they don't have AT, at least if I remember correctly. Yeah, they don't have AT. Just the satchel charge. TOW-2G will most likely drive out of range. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, now he is already bringing in more reinforcements. Try to move in my infantry into the town quickly, though obviously they will then have a rough time fighting against the pioneers. That's a bit problematic. But in the meanwhile, more tanks have come in, so I am rushing them down the center to engage the Leopard 1s and get myself a foothold in his back zone. Because I only need a few points actually to be in the winning advantage. He's bringing in a shit ton of infantry, which is the right call to make, honestly. I brought in some more AT planes, which now are, I mean, they're not useless, but a bomber would have honestly been better at this point in the game. Snipe off a few M113s. It's definitely nice, but nothing to cry home about. Gepard does a lot of damage against one Su-22, actually shoots it down. That's also very sad. And now the big T-72 blob on the road here, getting some good damage on his infantry. But the drone spotting me is a big issue. And I need something to kill it off. I'm not sure whether I will buy DA in now. At some point, yeah, no, I am buying in the Strela 10Ms, because they should be good enough to counter it. Now a cluster comes in, and I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot that this deck gets this cluster plane. And he completely deletes me there. That was very bad by me. I thought this was a high altitude cluster bomber, and then when it was diving in, I was like, yeah, maybe I was wrong about that. And then he killed off 3 of my tanks. Ouchie. But luckily, he didn't kill off the command tank, which is now able to drive in and get me a +2. He's now trying to counter battery me, but I was moving my artillery, so no luck for him there. Strela 2M's struggling to shoot down the goddamn drone. This mech here in the building, unfortunately not able to snipe off the infantry in the transports. Should have moved it a building further forward, but I wasn't aware of the intricacies of the sightline in the zone. Fully captured though, so I'm at a +4. I will actually win in 11 minutes, so that's very good. AT launcher, did it even hit? No, it missed. Yeah, that's sad. There was like a part here, so I was hunting it down, couldn't find it. I can tell you it was right here. It was like a centimeter out of my line of sight. That was really sad. Captured a supply truck in return though, so that was nice. T-72 in the town now will get overwhelmed though. So, yeah, that's problematic. Struggling to kill off an M113 because it's fully stunned. And now there's 2 Leopard 1s. And, yeah, they will kill me off super quickly. No issues there. But I still have the +40 going. Had another command tank coming in, but of course it gets the turret stuck crit. Like, good god. The crits last few days have been insane, not gonna lie. Forget to smoke off this one here. My enemy really doing the good old ATGM spam, which is so strong, which is fair enough, because I mean, it is strong. AT plane, don't know what's going on there. Shoot down one F-16 AA though, the other one gets forced back. Coops might even get a kill, yes, they get a kill, and the scoop here is now vet 2. So 55% accuracy, very nice. So now I need to get some defenses going, because I decided, well, I'm not going to be able to push into this sector anytime soon again. Strela 2M's still struggling to hit the goddamn drone. This one now at max vet, finally having 50% accuracy. Lol. Those I really even just at vet 1, so I at least have like 40% accuracy. This recon squad was pushed forward to support me in my town engagements, but now it's just completely stranded and there's no way for it to get back, so that was unlucky. Vertigo gets an out of range hit, was very nice. Didn't even realize that I spotted his artillery there for a second, but retreat the recon squad so that I can keep it alive. Artillery has been silent for quite some time because I wanted to reload it. Let's see more infantry arriving, so again some BMP2 infantry, because now here I want to have the maximum fire support I can get. Strela 10M coming in as well. I've killed off like I think 2 drones at this point, so this is very good. And yeah, I need some defense going. You can see I've lost literally all my tanks. They're all dead, except for the T-55 here on the right-hand flank that I positioned there in case of some funny backline action shenanigans. Could have repositioned that ATGM launcher actually. Didn't know the building here has the sightline into the back. Okay, nice to know. Yeah, well, tried to get a supply truck further forward to resupply the Vertigo to maybe get some good side shots. I was floating points like heavy, like a madman, through several times in this game. So I just buy in all the 3 HE bombers because I saw that there was a lot of infantry being massed. So once he would be moving out of the forest, which is pretty much obviously the play here, I could send in all the bombers and just bomb the shit out of him. Spotted me on 2 here, wanted to artillery it. Spoiler, I didn't artillery it. Yeah, lot of supply here to repair tanks that are all dead. Also no recon here anymore. That was a bit painful. I still have the Honker Riz here, which is also a recon vehicle, yeah, so at least some recon information. Get some resupply on this Vertigo and get an AIV, sorry. So, you know, good kill. Less fire support for my enemy. The Coups were also running out of ammo. Like, this one is literally out of ammo. This has only one missile left. Now finally tanks arriving, so this is the new Vilk tank, which looks pretty sick actually. And yeah, you can see it also has error. And it's a bit, I mean, 220 points for a max range gun and error compared to a T72 M1. I don't have any at the front line, I think. Yeah, well, the T72 M1 is like 50 points cheaper or something, or even more for less performance, but not 50 points less performance. And you only get 3 of them if you upvet them, so math. And it's not even like with the 9th GDR tank division that you get an insane ATGM with it. So that's whatever. More Vertigos coming in. T55 AS, so this is one of those mine clearing tanks. I really don't like the mine clearer in Rügener because it has like no armor and you need to push it basically into your enemy. But with this T55 ASs, you have actually okay armor, so you can go drive them into range without instantly dying to like a wet fart. So I want to position them behind the buildings here to get some little kills on the enemy in the forest line here, and I mean I see him driving in there, so there has to be like a massive amount of forces there at this point. Unfortunately, he caught my T-72s driving through here. I was hoping that I could drive through in time, but of course he hit them like a motherfucker and put them like, one is below half health, one is like about at half health, targeting my max Vets 02M, you monster. This guy is a hero of the, well, not Soviet Union, of the Poles. I really aggressively wanted to put the ATGMs in here, because why not? I mean, there's 12 minutes left. It's not like there's still a good amount of time to be left if you want to push your enemy back, but it's not that much. So I want to keep my enemy on their toes. Unfortunately, there's an infantry squad here that I can't see, because this building here has again a very stupid sightline. Like, bruh, what the hell is that? Yeah, this squad will obviously lose because there's only one man left. Spot a bunch of pioneers here, and yeah, I positioned this T-55 kind of like a picket, so that once he pushes out of the forest line, I can see him, because you can see I still have no recon there. So I need to improvise. Try to counter battery again, because once again I was under the impression that he wasn't moving his artillery. Fun fact, he was. The first counter battery actually worked. I hit him, I just didn't kill him, because counter battery just sucks. But yeah, shouldn't have wasted this barrage on the counter battery. Now I know that he has moved in a recon squad here, so I'm targeting him, because it's those 8-man recon squads are very, very strong. And yeah, just getting supplies in, repairing the BMP, repairing the T-72s and the other BMP-2. Get more troops in. Second T-55 AS as some danger close artillery. T-72 M1 command, because I realized, well, hold up, if you just put in a command, like, I can't even contest the zone because I have no command in it. That was a bit bad. Downer's doing God's work, though in this case, not actually, because he already moved his infantry squad out again, his recon squad into this forest line here. Sad. Sad. Bringing in now the TOW-2 helicopters. Pretty dangerous for me, because those shitty TOW-2Ms, like, you just can't rely on them. That's the whole problem. Because their accuracy is so low. Though to be fair, with Stress and Miss, all those like low accuracy manpads have been buffed quite a bit, because they at least will do suppression every time. Sniping off a Leopard 1 fairly easily with the T-72 rules, so like, they're definitely good. I just don't know where they're 220 points good. Yeah, the infantry squad here being hit hard by the artillery. Don't know why I was so adamant on counter-battering him at this point. Well, I mean, I guess not like I see anything else, so might as well try. More mechanized infantry coming in. I was still kind of under the very bizarre impression that I could contest here. Oh, you know, we all are delusional sometimes. Happens to the best of us. But he's not really pushing out. I guess he was preparing for like a big all-in towards the end, to then push me back 2 zones, because I'm not... I mean, it's a +2. It's 40 points per minute. We need 10 minutes, and it would already not be enough to win. Maybe enough to get a draw. If he would like push in right now and capture the zone completely right now. But yeah, he's under immense time pressure. See the Milan 2 here again, so this time I decide, you know what, I'm gonna kill it. Might as well, other than, you know, trying to counter-batter him over and over again and not getting any results. Both the BMP ones dying, one with the infantry squad still inside, very painful. Brought in the Milan 2 here as well, so a lot of ATGMs, but yeah, well, as I said, that's the name of the game. Has been the name of the game for a long time now. He moves into the open though in front of my T-72s. So, well, yeah, thank you for that. Leopard 1 here also very adventurous, moving in there. This T-72 now though engaged by the A-109. I didn't realize it in time, so I get hit once and routed. Of course I get routed instantly. And the Strategy was a bit out of position, so yeah, that was painful, and then he gets the kill eventually. Pioneers here moving up. The genius I am, I forgot that those T-55As are the ones with the mine clears on top of them. So I just moved them out in the open to engage them directly, which, well, in this case, to be fair, is fine, because I wouldn't have time to deploy the mine clearer, but still. Some pretty decent cluster strike coming in, and then he does a very good move as well. Comes in with the second plane to snipe off one of my coups. But I mean, one of his cluster plane dies, the other one gets hit, and it doesn't really give him much. He has lost a lot of his bombers already. He like needs to get in like literally right now to even get a draw. T-55AS here should have been used with its mine clearer to just shoot into the forest line here. A-109 going at my BMP2, though it's fully stressed now because of my, I think it was my rogue AT plane that was going at it, so it missed, but then eventually it will hit, obviously. Finally got a recon squad here. Also the command is in, though desperately needs repair. Send in 2 MiG-21s to bomb the forest line, and then the third one to gun run the helicopter, which works like a glove. Retreated instantly because I didn't want to lose it to all the Gepards and the how they're called? Manpads. Yeah, that's what they're called. Now I finally remember what this tank is actually, you know, used for. And use the mine clearer. Boom. So Autonam misses a 0% ECM helicopter 3 times. Fun. Hits the 4th time finally. But I mean, that was just horrendously bad. And this Vertigo somehow managed to vet up. Not really sure how. T-72 gets killed off by the artillery. Very, very bad. If he now moves in a command, I'm in a pretty bad spot, and you can see I have again taken a lot of losses. Defending this zone has the big disadvantage of that your enemy obviously knows where like you will be amassing your troops. Especially with the T-72s that I can't use at like max range, I need to use them in more of a brawling position. So yeah, that was a bit problematic, but I'm still holding on, and he just doesn't seem to have the forces to push me out. Like he's moving the Fusiliers here over the open. My infantry with the SVDs will eat him for breakfast together with the T-72. Coup getting a nice hit on the F-16. Also bought in 2 more coups just in case he, you know, built his deck as an air spam deck, and was killing my AA to bring in even more planes. Because like 16th gets access to a lot of very good bombers, it's just that your S-slots are too expensive to use them. So hits a shot, but is now out of ammo. And the supply truck here is also empty. Get a cheeky... oh, sorry, my voice is fading already. Get a cheeky little bombing run with the MiG-21. This is like the third video I'm recording in a row. So sorry if my voice is a bit rough. I remember that I also have, like, you know, helicopters in this deck. So I brought them in a little bit further back to just delete all his infantry with my rockets. But the big problem is he has better AA, except when it's against helicopters, because then his Gepard is already obviously the lead machine that it always is. But I use this chance to quickly snipe it off with my AT plane. Though it itself gets also killed, and he kills 2 helicopters. But because there's only 4 minutes left, that's totally fine by me. Yeah, whatever, I will take all the losses I need. Just give me the win. This was after I lost both my games playing as the Polish Airborne Division, so I really wanted to have a cool game. Those were the games I was coping about in the 2 videos before. It was just pain and suffering. So here, just the tank printer goes brrrt, getting in the last Vilk. I think I had like 1 or 2 T-72 M1s left at this point in the deck, because I lost them all. Coops is sniping the helicopters now, because his Gelatinum is just a failure. He's using mortars to, like, smoke his way in, though, I mean, I can kill them off, no problem. I was pretty sure that 16th only gets the infantry mortars, so I can counter battery them instantly, no problem. And now I have again a shit ton of tanks in here. There's a T-72 M1 in here. Yeah, 160 points versus 220. Like, that's 60 points more. Good god. That's insane. I mean, the T-72 M1 is just way too cheap. Separate one gets absolutely shredded once it peeks out. And this one also gets killed. Buying in more AA, also in case he has another drone coming in. Or bombing the Milan 2, just so, you know, I don't have to deal with it later, because the Milan 2s are very annoying. If you're playing a tank division, 50 cal here moving out the open. I missed it actually. Oh, the MiG-21 got sniped. That's not very nice. Now he counted batteries and he finally hits. That was because the salvo I did before was a half salvo. So this time when they targeted the mortars, they also, like, they finished the salvo before and then they wanted to still do their 6 shots. So they had to reload. And that was my downfall, because they then just stood here and kept reloading. I saved them. I mean, at this point it also didn't matter because there's only 2 minutes left. But still was a bit unlucky. And yeah, at this point I have won the game. There's no way for him to win unless he does some magic push through. More infantry coming in. So yeah, in general, I would say that the Polish division is obviously a lot worse than the 9th Panzerdivision. Because critically you're missing the super cheap T-72s with smoke. You just don't have smoke, which is very bad. Your infantry is worse. Your very costly T-72 is also worse than the one of 9th Panzerdivision. I think your AA tab is also more expensive. Your fighters are even more shit. The planes are like... The plane tab is more or less equal, I would say. And helicopter tab and so on and so forth, but it kind of feels like you're playing a worse 9th Panzerdivision and like a better 7th Panzerdivision, tank-wise but not infantry-wise. So yeah, definitely a cool division. Just that people think it's bad because 7th is so unbelievably broken. You can see, by the way, I was still microing and like doing stuff because why not? Trying to kill off those pesky Milans. But yeah, either way, 9th is cool, but considering the fact we have 9th in the game, it seems kind of underwhelming. But still very cool. See, I still outtraded my enemy, even though I lost basically my whole tank tab. And yeah, well, was a cool game. See, but the T-72M here, it won without smoke, absolutely shredding through the Belgian division actually. BMP2 here also getting some decent kills, killing 2 Leopard 1s is a very good kill list for a BMP2. This one sniping a Humvee TOW 2 and a Scimitar, very good. So 2M, I think this was the one that was max vet. And F-16 and 2 recon drones, very important kills. God damn, those recon drones are so annoying. C-72M1 absolutely not performing. Artillery performing like okay. He was moving out of the way all the time. It was very annoying. I hate it when people move. Coop, absolutely insane, getting a lot of kills. That was very nice. Another T-72M1 performing horribly. This one, somewhat okay. I mean, Leopard 1, Milan 2 reservist should pay it back, I think. If I go here getting Leopard 1, T-72M1 not paying itself back, but it doesn't matter. I have so many of them that I really don't care. I just send them in, and then I send them more, and then I send them some more. AT plane getting the card in the end was pretty good. In case there would have been a big push, have my helicopters up and killing 2 Leopard 1s and a Humvee TOW. So good kills overall. This one here killing another recon drone. I hate them so much. They're so good, but that makes them so annoying. So yeah, the AT plane. Oh yeah, I killed off all the drones. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, and you see more T-72s all performing fairly mediocre. T-55 ASs also, well, I mean, I didn't use them correctly, so of course I didn't perform it well. And yeah, this one in the end also getting like 3 Leopard 1s. That's good. But other than that, like, it's not like the T-72s, except for this one, performed very well. But you just had so many of them. It's absurd. I'm also thinking about it. I also think the Polish ones don't get resolute on their tanks. They don't get it on their infantry, but they also don't get it on their tanks. Yeah, right. So the East Germans also get resolute on their tanks. It's just busted. Here, the scimitar in the center in the beginning really being a big issue for me. The T-72 killing of the Motorzvetka, this is Motzwiat, Sedge. Yeah, Leopard 1's really being a problem, outranging me and being used very well by him. Like, gotta give it to him, he macroed well, uses tanks well, but stopping the wall of T-72s, this one here, the AIV killing 2 tanks at a forest, I think this was when they were too stupid to align their guns. Yeah, it seems like it's almost impossible to stop the T-72 spam. Gepard getting a bunch of kills, yeah, this cluster run, 2 T-72Ms and a T-55 and then infantry, oof. His artillery also didn't get like too many kills, but 2 tanks is already very good for your artillery to get, and then obviously doing quite a lot of damage as well. And yeah, well, what can I say? Except T-72s are broken. They need fixing. Though at least, as I said, the Polish tank division isn't completely broken because you don't have the best infantry tab and so on and so forth, but 9th it's almost a bit sad because it's also so dumb. You don't even feel good winning. But yeah, well, anyway, I hope you liked this video. Let's see whether I will crank out another one. I'm not sure, honestly. It's already quite late, and we still have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So I think I'm going to leave it at that before the Christmas break. And well, I won't be away from YouTube, so don't worry. I wish you well, it's super dumb. I didn't wish you a Merry Christmas in the video that would have come out during Christmas. Well, that's stupid. But I can wish you a Happy New Year, because this will be a day after this video releases. So, a late Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I hope it will be great for you and for everybody around you. And I hope that we see each other on my YouTube channel as well in the next year. So until then, have a beautiful day and bye bye.